What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Blab. I appreciate you stopping by, and without further ado, let's blab. Yes, it is not clickbait. Pokemon will print over 1 billion packs this year. Frankly, they already did this last year with well over 1 billion packs being printed. And if you don't believe me, I'll prove it to you in just 1 second, right? So first, we will look at the early 90s to 2017. It's hard to get some data around how many cards were printed year over year, but it is reported from Pokemon corporate that by 2017, 3.6 billion cards have been printed, right? So if you have 1 billion cards printed and you divide that by 10, you're looking at 100 million, right? So you just take the number divided by 10 to get your packs. So 23.6 billion cards printed. We're looking at 2.6 billion packs in the market, right? And each year from 2017 to 2018, 2019, we continue to see about 1.5 to 2 billion cards being added, right? 2017, 23.6, 2018, 25.7, 2019, 27.2, and then you get to 2020 and you're at 30 billion cards, right? But there is a big jump from 2020 to 2021. You're looking at almost 4 billion cards being printed, 3.7 billion cards being printed, right? So you're looking at just in that year, 370 million booster packs being added to the market. This was actually reported from PokeBeach in 2021 that 3.7 billion Pokemon cards were printed in 2021, which was a new record, right? So what happened after 2021? Okay, from 2021 to 2022, we increased almost 10 billion cards, okay? We went from 2017 to 2020 looking at 1, maybe 2 billion cards being printed. From 2021 to 2022, 10 billion cards were printed. So in 1 year, 1 billion booster packs were added to the market. And we continue to see that. In 2022 to 2023, you're looking at another jump of 10 billion. From 2023 to 2024, you're looking at a jump of 12 billion cards printed that year. And then we get to now, there's 75 billion cards printed. So between 2020 and 2025, 45 billion cards have been added to the market. Okay? 45 billion cards. In the first 20 plus years, we're at 30 million. Now we're at 30 billion, sorry. Now we're at 75 billion. Okay? Not only have in the last 5 years have we equaled the total amount printed, we've printed the equal amount plus another half. It's insane to think that this product is super limited and nobody can get it, right? Because I don't think the Pokemon market from 2020 to 2025 has 10x'd. It's definitely done well. COVID did a lot. Pokemon Go did a lot. These investor shills on YouTube did a lot. It did not 10x. I'm sorry. It didn't. And to act like, prismatic evolutions or black and white are going to be short printed or super limited. You want something super limited? Get something that was printed pre-2017. Those are super limited cards because Pokemon on their official website every year since then has come out with what they're doing, right? So you can see Pokemon Corporate, 75 billion cards printed to date, 16 languages, and no, don't think, every figure that I've given is now divided by 16. Not even close. They're currently, number of languages available right now is 9. So, sometimes they do different languages for certain sets and things like that. They're currently printing 9, and I will tell you the vast, vast majority of that is English and Japanese, and that's because the United States and Japan are by far the biggest TCG markets. I don't know this to be fact, but I would speculate that 90+% of cards being printed are English or Japanese, okay? So don't let these hyper shill investor dudes tell you that you got to buy into Destined Rivals at $260, $270. It's just absolutely insane. These guys are saying that the pre-sale items before sets come out are good buy-in points. And if you can't get in then and you need to pay more later or less later, you just dollar cost average. If they're wrong and a set goes down, just dollar cost average, guys. Just dollar cost average out of your $300 Destined Rivals booster box. Okay? There's not much that can be said about it. Pokemon is brilliant in what they do. They've slashed the distribution for these micro businesses. The Pokeyennies of the world, the local LGS store, they're all screaming and whining and complaining because they only got 3 boxes or 3 cases, or some of these bigger websites and YouTubers, they might have got 100 cases. They might have got a pallet or 2 pallets. Costco is releasing hundreds of thousands of Destined Rivals and the Prismatic Evolutions boxes. Hundreds of thousands, if not millions. It's already confirmed hundreds of thousands, right? So probably millions when it's all said and done after 2 years. Millions of boxes of just one set like Prismatic. Millions of boxes, okay? It's just not a limited product, guys. It's just, yeah, I mean, if you hold it for 10 years, it might go up. I mean, it's not financial advice, but every other set has gone up. But, you know, you just can't justify, given these numbers, the amount of printing that's been going on in the last 5 years, that buying into boxes at double MSRP on release weekend is a good idea. It's just not. There's nothing really else to say about it. Pokemon is brilliant at what they do. They make you think something's super limited. They stock the big box stores with 90% of the inventory. They sell out. Not the 90% of the inventory sells out because of all the Pokemon complaining and YouTubers. And at the end of the day, it's just not a limited product. It's not. I mean, 2019, 2018, 1 billion cards being printed. 1 billion. We're looking at 10 billion just a few measly years later. 10 billion cards a year for the last 5 years. So, I don't know, these hypermodern sets, guys, if you're going to get in at MSRP, it's always, you know, that's I was going to say that's always good, but I mean, we've seen stuff go below MSRP not too long ago, right? Like, what is it, 2 Black Fridays ago, you could get Lost Origin ETBs at $30. Now they're like $100. Honestly, I don't think $100 is a bad buy for Lost Origins ETB at this point right now, but that was like the good stuff, right? And it was on sale for $29.99. Anyway, I'm rambling, but that's what I do. I am Pokey Blab. I appreciate you stopping by, blabbing with me. Fry me up in the comments. I really would take a look at the previous video I posted. We talk a lot about, you know, the big box stores and the strategy behind Pokemon and what they do. From a business perspective, it's literally just amazing, right? They're just selling out a product that's just not limited. Usually like Jordans or you know, Supreme, like I said in the previous video, they sell out. They actually are limited quantities though. Like there are X amount of hoodies, or there's a few 100,000 of a specific Jordan releasing. These are publicly traded companies, so they actually put out the numbers, right? They're actually limited. There's a big market behind it because of the limited nature. There's a big market behind Pokemon because of its limited nature. But this is the time that it was limited, okay? 1 billion cards a year. 100 million packs. 100 million packs is limited. Remember that. 100 million packs is limited. They print 1 billion packs a year now. 1 billion packs a year. And yes, it's not all booster boxes, right? So it's like, oh, but booster box is the blue chip. You know, booster box is the AAA bond. Maybe the ETB is a AA bond. But like, I don't know, if you take a billion packs and you're saying they're just in booster boxes, which would be like optimal for making like limited product, right? If you took 36 packs out of the market just for one product, but it's not. There's all these different types of products, so I do get it. The booster box will be you know, kind of the collector item next to the ETB and all those things. And yes, some of these things will go up in time. Some of them will crash. Some of them will go up. It'll go sideways. I get it. It's a whole marketplace. But to act like this is super, super limited stuff that in 6 months you probably will not be able to get these ETBs for around retail, I mean, you will. You will. I mean, you're already seeing with bad sets like Destined Rivals, their retail, their MSRP on TCG Player right now. You will soon enough see Destined Rivals right around MSRP. Prismatic, everyone loves, you know, the evolutions and the chase, you know, the chase god pack and that you could buy a car with and whatever. That's all good and fine. But when one drop from Costco is hundreds of thousands of ETBs, and you're going to have that for years to come, it just makes you really think about the market and where it's heading. I am rambling. I'm going to stop. Again, like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see you in the next one.